line. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. So the East All-Stars will get the first possession. Now let's check out the starters for the East All-Stars. Tatum out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Harden. Then there's Embiid. And it's Irving in at the point.
As dead-eye and outside shooter that we have in the league, Irving has the ability to scorch you from there.
And the shot goes in.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The deep three from Harden. From beyond the arc and then some.
I mean, this is why you got to be in Harden's jersey. I mean, if you lay off of him for a second, he burns you with that quick shot.
And they double up Doncic. Jokic passes to Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Leonard, and the rejection by James.
Using his length and timing and bounce to perfection there. LeBron James, excellent shot.
Curry gets the bucket.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Harden dishes to Tatum. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Here's Embiid. Tatum kicks to Leonard. A three-pointer is right on target.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
Curry way outside. They get it back. And Embiid has got the ball here for the East All-Stars. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Jokic. Paul George comes in for LeBron. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Curry. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
And that one's good, Irving.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Doncic. Good.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Here's Leonard. Misses off the inbound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
So at the end. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the East All-Stars?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
And the West All-Stars have possession. It's a three-point game. On the court for the East All-Stars, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Tatum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Lillard against Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the West. Paul comes in for Lillard. 1:09 left in the first half. Here's George. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. George has got his first points of the night.
And George continues to build on his offensive repertoire over time. I mean, if you stay off of him and you give him too much space, he'll burn you for that mistake.
And here are the East All-Stars now. Harden against George. It's Harden with the drive, stolen by George. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Leonard with the steal. And here's Harden for three. It's good from long range. Harden's got the lead up to 7 now for the East All-Stars. Harden's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. George, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
When PG-13 is feeling it, he can be an absolute monster from mid-range.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter. They're really cooking now, actually cooking with gas, and you know what kind of heat that is.
And the jam by Harden.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Outside Tatum. Let's go. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Up in time. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
James Harden getting it done for the East All-Stars. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Back to the action after this word.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points, and Joel Embiid, the mega-talented center, he'll get into it with the opposition on and off the court. Kenny, do you like that Embiid runs his mouth during games?
Why not? You know, he plays with extreme confidence and he backs it up. His swag is good for the team because it's infectious. So yes, I would say yes.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm never going to tell anyone not to talk trash. That would mean a lot more if he had the ringy ring.
How many of those do you have, Shaq?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
I knew that already. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing here by 8. Jokic is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's LeBron James. Then it's Curry. And it's Doncic in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Got that bucket in no time at all. Irving's got 12 in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space. Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Harden, that's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And they double up Doncic. Here's Curry. And Tatum pulls it down. Curry's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Tatum passes to Embiid. Second chance effort. Tatum gets the bucket.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
58 seconds left in the third. James outside. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to James. 5 points in the game.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
.44 seconds left here in the third quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Damian Lillard's checked in for the West. Here's Doncic. He's got 5. Three-pointer, Lillard, and the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got his first 3 points of the game.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands. Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. 20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Tatum takes the 3, sinks the triple. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Lillard from outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Lillard's got 12 points in the game. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. East All-Stars up on top, up 8. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Harden with it. On the floor for the East All-Stars, starting the fourth. We've got Harden. Jason Tatum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Irving at the point guard position.
I've got a word for Harden. It's indefatigable. Say that real fast. Which basically means he's tireless. Even when he's carrying the whole offense, he's got great energy and stamina.
And the whistle blows. Quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the East All-Stars.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The West All-Stars, they're working against the clock right now. Lillard from outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now here's Harden. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And, you know, the Beard continues to impress, continues to get better, and MVP candidate seemingly every season. Now, I've got a question, though. How does he maintain the look of that beard?
Lillard misses. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Lillard from outside. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Timeout called East All-Stars. Let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Man, I like the way Tatum plays through contact, stays with his shot no matter what the defense throws at him.
And that one's good, Lillard.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
It's the first that stretches their lead to 8.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Curry's checked in for Nikola Jokic.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Now here's Irving. And he swishes it right through.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
And you know Curry loves these moments. The passion, the energy. What a shot. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They trail by 8 after the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Curry outside. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one. Three-pointer, Lillard connects from downtown.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're down by 4. 5 thoughts.
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Yeah, and even if they get it and then get a quick foul, I'm not sure there's enough time even under that scenario.
So it's the East All-Stars taking the W in a close one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.